Emma was found, because I remember that part of the banking was cut away. I can't remember what that was for, but yeah, this is where we are, the right spot here.
Right here. You were not investigating this case, but you did your own investigation later on, and there was a big breakthrough in your consciousness of what happened when you got here, effectively. Could you maybe explain why this place is so important?
Well, initially there were 4 Turkish men charged with Emma's murder, but you can see it's a remote, almost a desolate place. You would have to have some prior knowledge in order to discover it or to know about it. This is where Emma's body was found. For the Turks to be in a position to locate this is almost unbelievable. It screams out that you require prior knowledge of the area. Iain Packer had prior knowledge of the area because he'd taken Emma here for naked outdoor sex. He was also a sexual throttler, as in he liked to compress the neck of the woman during sex. Emma was found here naked outdoors. The most likely cause of death was strangulation. She had a cable round her neck which gave indications that that had been the cause of death by strangulation, and it pointed more to Packer, way more to Packer than the Turkish men.
Did you feel at that point that the chances were almost infinitesimally small that it being anyone else?
Absolutely. Packer, by his own admissions, had been involved in naked outdoor sex. He'd found this location, as remote and desolate as it is, while out looking for a place to have naked outdoor sex. Emma was the first person he brought here. He'd brought several prostitutes thereafter to this area, but there was never any suggestion, or there could never be any connection made between the Turkish men who were charged originally with the crime and this location.
And the bottom line now, there is a conviction, is that this has been incompetence by the police.
Utter incompetence. It does not require a Sherlock Holmes. It's not a Taggart murder mystery. As I said, and keep going back to it, everything pointed to Packer's sexual proclivities. He sought naked outdoor sex. He compressed the throats during the sex, and that was where Emma was found naked outdoors, and with the likely cause of death being strangulation. It all pointed to Packer and not the Turks. There was never any key evidence which would have linked the Turks either to here or to Emma's death.
And you believe that the huge resource that was put into the investigation into the Turks blinded the people in charge of the investigation to who the real killer was?
Yes, they committed the cardinal sin in inquiries like this. They adopted a tunnel vision. They focused solely on the Turks to the exclusion of every other possibility, and that blinded them to the fact that the obvious solution was staring them in the face and could have been found very early in the inquiry and saved not only time and resources but a great deal of money, and would have got justice for Emma and her family.
And do you feel that justice was denied their family for all these years because of that? For
a decade they were lied to and deceived, and the Turks' names were maligned, and they had to endure the fact that they were being falsely accused of Emma's death, and all the while Mrs. Caldwell, her husband and family were still being led down the path that the Turks were the ones responsible for Emma's death.